begin with a deadly concert disaster in Texas and the investigation into the crowd surge that left 8 dead and hundreds injured. Lots of new details coming in overnight.
The Houston police chief met with Travis Scott and his head of security before the show began over concerns about public safety. Marcus Moore is live now in Houston with the latest. Good morning, Marcus.
Well, Robin, good morning. Families here are demanding answers and accountability after this tragedy, and there's a lot we don't know this morning, but we are getting some clarity about what happened in the moments before the concert and also some of the plans that were in place. But something clearly went terribly wrong.
This morning, new video shows those chaotic moments that had fans pleading for Travis Scott to end his Astroworld Music Festival as it turned deadly. These new images taken under a crushing, tangled pile of fallen fans showing concert goers crying out for help. One seen dialing 911 as the concert raged on around them. 8 people were killed and dozens of others seriously hurt as the crowd surged at Friday's hip hop festival in Houston with scene after scene of fans pleading for help. And even trying to take matters into their own hands to stop the show. 18-year-old Aiden Cruz can be seen here climbing a camera platform, pleading with the concert crew to stop the show.
I end up getting up on that stage and I'm trying to like get Travis's attention and other people's attention, and then he's like telling us to get down and everything, and we just get down. The security finally comes. After I realized that's not working.
Aiden, speaking exclusively to ABC News, says he was hoping to save lives after almost losing his own in the crushing horror of the crowd below.
I just remember just having so much weight on my body, and I was pushing, I was fighting, and then I stopped because I was getting winded. I was using all the energy I had left in me, and I came to the point where I was accepting my death.
Houston's police chief says he met with Travis Scott and his head of security prior to the performance to express concerns over public safety. The New York Times reporting that Houston officials were worried about crowd control, showing concert goers rushing past security earlier in the day and citing previous Astroworld festivals that became dangerous. The 3rd annual sold-out event, the first since the pandemic, drawing a crowd of 50,000 fans. As it got closer to the time for headliner Travis Scott to take to the stage, the crowd started swaying and pushing forward, knocking people to the ground and crushing others against the barricades. 9-year-old Ezra Blunt in the hospital suffering critical injuries. He was sitting on his dad's shoulders when the crowd got out of control and trampled the boy. Police now investigating why it took nearly 40 minutes to stop the rapper's show after Houston police declared the concert a mass casualty event. According to new documents obtained by ABC News, the operations plans didn't account for a crowd surge, and only 2 people had authority to stop the concert, the executive producer and festival director. Some fans tried desperately to alert the staff of what was happening in the crowd. Memorials now honoring the victims at NRG Stadium. All 8 people between the ages of 14 and 27.
I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening.
Scott saying he'll cover all funeral costs, refund admission to all attendees, and offer counseling sessions to anyone affected by the tragedy.
And in a statement, Scott's team says that this is just the first of many steps he plans to take, quote, as part of his personal vow to assist those who have been affected throughout their grieving and also the recovery process as, Michael, people across this country pray for those who are fighting for their lives in the